Hello there, dear viewer. Nathaniel here from Thermaltake Australia, and I have something very, very special to show you. Now, it may seem like madness, like we've totally lost our minds, but our latest case has RGB lighting. I know! Madness! It also has tempered glass. What are we thinking? But bear with me, dear viewer, because this is the Versa C23 tempered glass edition, and this just might be crazy enough to work. Now, the Versa C23 is a classic mid-tower. It's got solid, confident styling, sleek looks, and plenty of expansion space. If you look at these panels, we've got brushed aluminium top, brushed aluminium front, and it gives the whole thing that sort of industrial styling that really can't be beaten. I love it so damn much. Next up, check out the RGB lighting. We've got LED strips that run across the top, an LED strip down the front, and of course LED RGB lighting behind the front panel. This whole thing is controlled with a built-in fan controller behind the motherboard tray, and with a single RGB button here that controls all of those LED lighting modes, as well as any additional fans that you include in the case. So if you're wondering, how am I going to show off my amazing Ryzen build? Well, then you put it behind tempered glass. And if you're thinking, how will I show off my amazing Ryzen build in style like a runway model? Well, then you put it behind tempered glass and wrap it in LED RGB. Have you not been listening for the months of LED RGB goodness that I've been throwing at you on this channel? That is why the Versa C23 tempered glass edition has a full-size 4mm tempered glass panel, so you can kit out your GPU in a mini fish costume and tell everybody that you're putting away money to save for an aquarium. And then wham! You're playing Fishing Pro at 2 AM with a glorious tempered glass PC with LED RGB glory and a GPU dressed up like a salmon. And who's laughing then? I'm laughing then, because I just got you to dress up your GPU like a fish. Haha, fishception. We've made sure that the new C23 has all the space you're going to need to run a full liquid-cooled system and show off your complete setup. So to that end, we've completely gotten rid of traditional drive bays. Instead, we've got 3.5 and 2.5 inch drives hidden behind the motherboard tray. That way you've got all of the primary space to run pipes and include massive GPUs. Speaking of hardware, the new C23 can fit a standard ATX motherboard, tower CPU, air coolers up to 150mm, and GPUs up to 400mm. If you decide to make your own LCS loop, and yes, you definitely should, then you'll have space to include up to a 240mm radiator across the top or down the front. So that right there is a quick look at the new Versa C23 tempered glass RGB case. These cases are available right now for an Australian price of $119. If there's something that you want to know in particular that I haven't covered in this video, drop a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. My name is Nathaniel, and in honor of the C23, let's have a delicious brushed aluminium RGB logo.